JavaScript, a for loop repeats some code until a specific condition is evaluated as false. They're commonly used to perform repetitive tasks or iterate through arrays. Let's take a look at an example. If we wanted to log the numbers 1 through 5, we could log each individual number separately, but this is repetitive and time-consuming. Instead, we can use a for loop. Let's look at the syntax. We use the for keyword followed by a set of parentheses. Inside these parentheses, we need to include three things: the initialization, where we set up the loop counter variable, the condition, a test that runs before each iteration of the loop, and the increment or decrement, which increments or decrements the counter variable at the end of each iteration. Let's see how this would work in our counting example. We start with let I equals 1, which is our initial count. The condition is I less than 6, so the loop will execute as long as I is less than 6. Lastly, we increment I by 1 each time. Inside the loop, we simply log the I variable to the console. If we run this, we see it logs the numbers 1 to 5. To count down from 5, we adjust the starting count to 5, change the condition to I greater than 0, and decrement I by 1 each time. Now it logs 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you're confused, let's see what's happening under the hood. On the first iteration, I is equal to 5. The loop checks if I is greater than 0, which it is, so it runs the code inside the loop, logging 5 to the console. Then, I is decreased by 1, making I equal to 4. The process continues until I is less than or equal to 0, at which point the loop stops. There are two other concepts closely tied to loops: continue and break. When the continue statement is encountered in a loop, the rest of the code inside the loop is skipped and it proceeds to the next iteration. Let's go back to our first example of counting from 1 to 5. If we add a continue statement when I is equal to 2, the loop logs 1, 3, 4, and 5. When I is 2, the continue statement skips the console.log and proceeds to the next iteration. When the break statement is encountered inside a loop, the loop terminates immediately. If we change the continue statement to a break, the loop only logs 1. That's because when I becomes 2, I is equal to 2 is true, so the break statement is executed and the loop exits immediately. And that's a wrap on for loops. They allow us to repeat some specified code a certain number of times. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, happy coding.